I always had this vision that once I had my private practice, I would have this giant wall of all the books that I recommended, and I would loan them out to patients because I think it can be a really helpful part of treatment for patients. And then recently I kind of decided, why don't I just make a website with all of my best book recommendations? And so that's where the idea for the mental health library came from. And so, and I feel like it can be a good service to patients, because if you go to Amazon and you Google depression books, you get 30,000 results.
My goodness. Yeah.
So many. And how are you supposed to know what's a good book? And the problem is that there are things that, there are great books that are evidence-based and they're helpful and readable and they're great, great books. And then there are some that are just not consistent with the most recent research, and they're not accurate information, or they're not well written. And so they're just really not going to be helpful for patients. And so when you go to look for those 30,000 books, where do you even know to start?
Sure.
And so I feel like as a physician, I can make recommendations of the books that I think are consistent with my knowledge base and also readable and helpful for patients, and books that I know have helped other patients that I've had or people that I know personally. And so that's been kind of the idea behind the mental health library, is to collect all those books in one place so that people can have a resource to find good books.
That's fantastic. Well, and to everyone watching, so we're going to include a link to Dr. Larson's mental health library for you to be able to take advantage of, and certainly to share with family and friends. So Dr. Larson, I was also wondering if you could share, some of the titles or some of the books that have really impacted you, or that you found really helpful in helping families to live their best lives, and their children as well.